told it to work.
Okay.
I'm still working, so my legs are just great.
Okay.
I leave mine in the car.
Yeah, me too.
Let's go ahead and we'll begin by warming up our bodies. Let's do our shoulder rolls. And remember, this is your time, right? So if you haven't checked in with your body yet, go ahead and do this nice and slow, right? Really feel to see if you have any tightness, any stiffness. I know sometimes if I sleep funny, my shoulder will hurt. And kind of figure that out when we get up in the morning. It's also your time to open up these spaces because we're going to be working them with our weights. Go ahead and change direction. And I'm going to move to big circles, but let's just do one arm. So do a big circle and go ahead and follow that hand with your body. So that way your spine is starting to warm up. I'm reaching up to the ceiling. So I feel my side opening up behind me, behind and back up. Someone's trying to get in. Oh, we got Lydia coming in.
Where do you live? Where do you live? Chamasaw.
And change direction. We were wondering how far you were driving to get here. I was telling them how you came to my house.
Yeah.
And let's switch and do the other side.
I was in the parade. You were in the parade too.
And change direction. I actually have a picture of you two next to each other.
Great experience.
And one last time. Nice big circle. Go ahead and rest those hands on your knees. Let's do our neck. And so I'm going to look over one shoulder and look over the other. And you might as well get the eyes warmed up, right? Use those muscles around your eyes. Just imagine that you can see behind you. Really stretch those muscles out around the eyes. Keep your body facing forward. So just the neck is twisting. And go ahead and switch to looking up and looking down. You can still extend that vision a little bit, keeping those muscles around the eyes engaged. But let's go ahead and when we move our head up, extend that chin up towards the ceiling. Feel the stretch all the way down the chest. And back down. Feel the back of the neck open up. And we look up. And look down. That one's off. It's the other one. It's the slide. You can just slide that to the left. All right. Let's go ahead and take those shoulders. Try to touch your earlobes and drop them down. Bring them up. Try to touch the earlobes and drop them down. One last time, squish them as high as you can. This might be your normal pose, right? And drop them down, nice.
Sometimes they do creep up.
They do, right? We don't even know it. And so go ahead and grab onto your chair, lift one arm up to the ceiling, and let's lean over. As you do that, hip wants to rise up. Push it down, and let's push that palm up towards the ceiling. And let's switch sides. So the other side hangs on so you don't slip out of your chair. Lifting up as tall as you can. Feel that stretch all the way to the hip. And let's lean over. Push that hip down. Push that palm up towards the ceiling. And let's go back to the first position. Hang on to the chair. That arm raises up. We're going to lean over. Push that palm up. Let's take that same leg and extend it out. So now we're going to push through our foot and push through our palm. Feel that stretch all the way across your body. And pull it back in. Let's do the other side. Lift up first. And then we lean over. Push that palm up. Push your hip down. Now extend that leg out. And pull it back in. I like to do it in steps so you feel the body start to open up. Yes. All right. Let's do our spine. I'm going to put my hands on my knees. I'm going to go ahead and do my cat-cow. So go ahead and lean forward. Arch And curl back, looking down. Do this nice and slow. You want to really feel the vertebrae, almost like a snake slithering, right? That way you're opening up that spine, getting fluid moving up inside. I was all like, what is that? It's a snake. At least it's not that cricket. Remember, we had that cricket in here for the longest time. Maybe the snake got it. One last time, as you arch forward, arch just a little further and try to touch those shoulder blades together. Lift that chin up. And then as you push back, touch that chin to the chest and try to roll those shoulders forward. Really getting a nice stretch across the back. And bring your body upright. Nice. Okay, spine is nice and straight. Lift that rib cage up. Let's do our circles. So this circle is initiating with the rib cage, right? So the rib cage is circling the hips. We're pushing fluid up the spine. When you find a good position, go ahead and stop and change that direction. Again, don't let the shoulders initiate this movement. You want the rib cage. So your rib cage is actually moving in a circle. And then find your neutral position, lifting that spine up nice and straight. Roll those shoulders up and then drop them back. This is a nice position where your spine is in alignment with the hips. Shoulders should be in alignment with the hips, straight down. Let's go ahead and do our legs. We're going to go ahead and swing those legs. You might have to scoot back depending on your height, but we're trying to get some fluid in the knees now. You might hear some popping or some cracking as that air and fluid moves around in there. And let's do some circles. And stop at the bottom, change direction. And let's go down to our ankles. We do small circles with the ankles. And change direction. And let's do some pointing and flexing. Point and flex. As you flex, feel your toes inside your shoes, spreading apart. So spread those toes, point and bring those toes close together. Flex, open the toes, point, tighten those toes. One last time, flex, open the toes, even inside your shoes. Point and close those toes. Go ahead and relax those feet. Good job, nice. It's hard because I can see your toes.
That's where I wear. I need my feet to breathe.
You need them to breathe. All right, let's lift those arms out. We're gonna get our bodies warmed up. We're gonna do our arm circles. Palms are facing down, fingers are spread out. Feel the energy moving from your chest out through the middle finger. We're gonna grab some heavy weights and we're just gonna visualize this, right? So I've got 2 heavy kettlebells. Notice how that changes your movement. Got those heavy weights in your hands. I can feel my deltoids working a little harder. And we'll move up to some medium-sized circles, still carrying those heavy weights. Your abs need to be nice and tight, otherwise your body's gonna lean over. So keep those abs tucked, spine is straight. We'll move to some large circles. Still holding on to those heavy weights. One last circle all the way around. When you get to the bottom, go ahead and release those weights. Turn those palms up. We're gonna change direction. Still doing big circles, but let's move in the opposite direction. I know you have to think about that, huh? Energy moving out through the middle finger, because naturally you go one way. So you have to go the way that doesn't feel as natural. And move to medium-sized circles. Palms are still up. This is challenging just because our palms are up. Using different muscles in the arms. Energy is moving out through the middle finger, and let's move to small circles.
Don't your shoulders feel?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I do.
And rest those arms. Whew. Yeah, just a difference just by turning the palms up. But we want to challenge our bodies, right? That's what's going to keep them strong. So, okay. So I'm going to scoot back just a little bit so I have the chair to hold me. And I'm going to put my trays in my hands. So my palms are flexed as much as I can because I got these heavy margarita trays. And if I tilt, they're going to spill. So I got to flex them. I'm going to push them up towards the ceiling. As I do, I'm going to lift one foot and then the other. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm going to turn my hands so they're sideways. Tuck those shoulder blades in. Visualize that there's a wall here. So your hands cannot be tilted. They need to be as flushed as they can against these walls. We're going to push out. As we do, both feet are going to raise up. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and take a rest. All right. Chris, remember these people have been doing this for about 2 years now, at least some 3 and 4 years. So don't if it feels like it's too much, just do every other one. So all right. So let's put our arms at our side. We're going to open them up, clap above our head and come back down. As we do, our feet are going to raise up. And let's go ahead and raise them up and out. So my feet are together. We're going to raise up and out. So you really feel these thighs working. Don't let them swing. That's just inertia. That's just the energy of the swing. We want to use our muscles. So let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and have you cross your hands. We're just going to do a nice stretch, opening them up, tapping behind you. And so, so as they open up, I'm going to try to tap my fingers, and then they're going to come back down and cross. Uncross, tap, cross back in front. All right, so you may need to adjust yourself in your chair. Be careful not to if you have arms. So I'm not sure about my friends on Zoom. So arms are crossed. Let's do this for 10. 1, cross and tap behind. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and go all the way back to that cross position. All right, I'm going to leave my hand in this cross position. Right now, I have one hand on the top. I'm going to take that hand back, and I have a wall behind me. Maybe you don't have anything behind you. Just going to tap the back of the chair or tap behind you and bring it back. And we'll do one arm for 5, and then we'll switch and do the other side. 1, behind, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5. This is adding some mobility to that shoulder. Let's go ahead and switch. So now my other hand is on top. Let's do the other side for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Let's go ahead and work our spine a bit. So my hands are still resting, but now they're not crossed. I've got my right on my right side, left on my left. I'm going to just turn, tap that chair, come back, tap the other side, come back. So now I'm just getting my torso involved. And whenever you get your torso involved, you're going to build up some heat. So you might feel your body warming up just a bit. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back together. I'm gonna reach up towards the ceiling. Imagine that there's ropes up there. You're gonna pull those ropes down so that your hands come to your shoulders. Reach back up. Grab those ropes. And so you wanna get your hands involved, opening, grabbing, opening, grabbing. And we'll do this for 10. 1, pull it down. 2, pull it down nice and strong. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. Good job. All right. I'm going to come back to the front of my chair, just so I have a little bit more mobility. And I'm going to reach across, grab that same rope, but only now I'm going to reach across my body, pull it down, reach across my body, pull it down. Keep your abs nice and strong as you move side to side here. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Same move, only now we're gonna go parallel. So now my hand goes straight across the earth, back to my hip, straight across, back to my hip. Now, I don't know, you guys can't see Sparky, but she added her feet in there. If you wanna add that additional exercise to build the core, your feet can move out too. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back to center. Whew, good job. All right. Find some weights. We've got different weights here. If you're at home, you can use the weights that you have, or water bottles, cans, food. You don't have to use weights. These exercises are just as powerful. Just visualize in your mind that you have these heavy weights and your body will work hard. Let's do our bicep curls, palms facing me. Arms are nice and straight. We're going to bend at the elbow. My feet are flat on the ground. My belly is tucked. My spine is straight. Shoulders go up and back. Relax those shoulders. Let's curl up for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Turn those weights so that they're facing each other. Bicep curls. This time we're going to not only go up, we're going to push down. So visualize there's this big ball in between you and your leg, and you have to push through it. Let's do this for 10. 1, up, push down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way back down. Nice. Palms facing me. Our next bicep curl, we're going to add our opening of the door. So we're going to curl up, lift those elbows, open the door, bring it back to the starting position. We'll do this for 8. 1, elbows up, open the door, and back. 2, 3, 4. I like to challenge the mind too. 5.
That's really nice.
6. You guys know the story, right? 7, because my dad, when he passed, he had, I don't know if it's Alzheimer's or dementia, but it was horrible. 8. To see somebody go through that. And so my goal is to help you guys so you never have to do that. Palms facing each other. Bicep curl up. We're going to push up towards the ceiling, lower back to the shoulders, push back down to the knees. Let's do this for 8. 1, push it up, back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and palms facing me. Okay, last bicep curl. This is a count of 6. Let's add another variation. So we're going to curl up, open those doors. From here, we're going to close the door, but we're going to keep our arms nice and straight. Back up and down. All right, so we've got this for a count of 6. 1, curl up, open the door, bring those arms together, palms up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 6. You feel your back engaged here because you've got those weights way out in front of you. Nice, good job. Turn those palms in. Last one with our palms facing in. We're going to curl up, push up towards the ceiling. From this one, we're going to take our arms into goddess. We're going to close them up and go back down. A little variation here. So, we want to end up this way, sorry. So we're going to curl up, push up into goddess, close, push down. There we go. Let's do this for 6. 1, push them up into goddess, close, push down. 2, push up into goddess, close, push down. 3, 4, 5. Last one, 6. Push up into goddess, close those arms, push them down. All right, set those weights down, shake those arms out. Good job. It's always nice to do your exercises so that all the muscles are becoming engaged and not just isolate one muscle when you do that workout. All right. Oh my. You were hanging in there. You were doing good. So, all right, I'm going to come to the edge of my chair. We're going to do that move that we did where we go across the body, right? But we're going to add a little bit of variation here. And so I'm going to move across my body, move across my body. I'm going to move up, and then I'm going to move out. So we've got a whole string that we're going to add together. So we'll do this for 10. You guys, you'll be able to watch me. 1, go across, up, and out, and back. That was 1. Let's do 2. 2, across, up, and out. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7.
I'm glad.
That you went down to the smaller ones, especially here, right? 8. 'Almost there. 9. Cross, up, out, and back. Last one. 10. Across, up, out, and back. Go ahead and set them down. Shake those arms out. Good job. Ooh, good work, guys.
So this is hard. I mean, we've been doing it for a long time.
That's, yeah, I have, my shoulders always ache, so.
They're gonna hurt after this.
But you used to, you could barely move your arm. You've gotten so much better. Yes, this really
Yeah,
helps.
but that routine really straight, you know,
Nice.
it was good.
All right, let's go ahead and rest your palms down. Weights in my hands. I've got one palm on each knee. All right, so we're gonna pull back. And so I'm gonna pull back, and so that my shoulder blades are touching, but the hip will want to hit the back of your chair. So I'm gonna pull back I'm gonna push it straight out forward. I'm gonna pull back, I'm gonna push it up. Come back down to the start. All right, so today is about routines, right? So I'm really challenging you because we're gonna pull up, push out, pull back, push up, back, push down. A little routine.
I just flunked.
I know. You flunked before we even got started. All right, so I'll go slow, but when you go slow, the weights are filled just a little heavy. So let's do this for 10. 1, 2, back, forward, back, up, back to the start. 3, back, forward, back, up, back to the start. 4, back, forward, back, up, back to the start. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You guys have got this. Look, we're almost done. Last one, 10. Back, forward, back, up, back to the start. Good job. Shake those arms out. Good job. So this is new for everybody. We have not done these fluid motions before, but really working on building up the flexibility in the shoulder as well as the strength.
Denise also works on your brain.
Uh-oh.
I mean, besides it, challenging you to remember and all kinds of things. It's multifaceted.
Yeah, it's multifaceted. All right, we're gonna work on the back of our arms. So a lot of these moves here, we're working on this little deltoid, working on the bicep. So I'm gonna turn sideways so that my friends on Zoom can see. I got one weight. The other weight can rest on the ground or on your lap. I'm gonna lean forward and I'm just gonna pull that weight up. As I do, don't let the arm chicken wing out. You wanna keep it close to your body, push it down. And let's pull and push for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Scrubbing.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Need a washboard.
9, 10. All right, go ahead and sit up so you can have a deep breath. For those of you on Zoom, you can't hear the audience out here. They're talking about washboards and scrubbing. So pretty soon the population won't even know what you're talking about. All right, so lean back down, arm is straight. This time we're gonna take it straight back.
Same arm.
Same arm. I'm gonna do the same arm for 3 exercises. Try not to swing it back because then it's just the momentum of the weight. Use the weight, the muscle on the back of the arm to lift it up and lower back. And we'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should feel the back of the arms working. 9, 10. And go ahead and sit up so you can take a deep breath in. We've got one more exercise in that position, but it's hard to take a deep breath in when you're hunched over. We're going to go ahead and come back. Let's add those. So we're going to pull up, push it back, come back to the start, push it down. And let's do this for 10. 1, push it back, push it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more, 10. Push it back, push it down. Go ahead and sit up, take a deep breath in. All right, we're gonna switch sides. I'm gonna turn so my friends on the phone can see me. All right, same exercises. We're gonna do the 3, one with pulling up and pushing down to begin with. And so let's go ahead and lean forward. Your weight can rest wherever it feels comfortable. Let's pull up and push down for 10, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and take a deep breath in And lean back forward. This is our push back. Arm goes straight back and bring it back forward. Let's do 10. 1, no swinging. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and take a deep breath in. Ooh, good job. All right, let's combine them. Pull, push back, push down. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost there. 10, push it back, push it down. All right, go ahead and sit up. Woo, good work. Sorry about that.
Hit your toes.
I know. Deep breath in. All right, we're going to continue working the back of the arm here. And we're going to introduce a new move. We've got a few extra or new moves today. So I'm going to take my weight and I'm going to put it across my body. So I've got my right hand going to my left shoulder, palm is facing down, elbows up. It's almost like I'm doing this nice little salute here, but it's at my shoulder. Palm is facing down. Visualize that there's a wall here and I'm going to hammer that wall with a nail. I'm going to hammer, all right? So this is, yeah, let's do this. Yeah.
This is 3.
Let's go ahead and we'll do this for a count of 10. We have people switching weights because this is a tough one. All right. At your shoulder here, let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and take a rest. Good job. I was going to tell you to keep your elbow pointing forward, but everyone looked really nice doing this. Let's do the other side. So go ahead and switch hands. Put that weight at your shoulder, elbows pointing towards me. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, calm down. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and take a break. Ooh, nice. Roll those shoulders out. So we're focusing on this back muscle here, but you feel your shoulders engaged. We're going to do that same move, only now I'm going to do it up as if the wall is up above me, and I'm just going to hammer, hammer, hammer. So this is a little bit easier on the arm because the bicep is what's carrying the weight. So go ahead and put that weight near your shoulder, elbows pointing towards me, and now let's hammer for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and take a breath. Good job. We'll do the other side. Put that weight near your shoulder, elbow points towards me. Let's hammer for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and take a breath. Roll those shoulders out. You might have some tension, right, as the shoulders start to creep up. Relax them if you need to roll them. All right, we're going to give our arms a break. Let's start working on our core just a bit. I'm going to move to the front of my chair. I'm going to keep my weight near my body. I'm going to bring my body forward. And then using my core, and I'm going to use my lower back, my glutes and my hamstrings to pull my body in an upright position, slowly lowering back down, pulling my body up. So let's start in a downward position. Weights are near the body. Let's lift up for 10. 1, 2, tuck your glutes in. 3, tuck your abs in. 4, pull that pelvic muscles up, that pelvic floor. 5, 6, everything gets pulled up. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's go back down. Let those weights hang. So we're gonna let those weights hang and we're gonna leave them hanging. So I'm gonna bring my body up, but the weights are gonna stay down. So I'm moving my body up, but my weights stay nice and low. Let's lift up for 10. 1, 2, 3. Still using your glutes, hamstrings are pulling you up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And go ahead and set those weights down. You can sit up so you can get a nice deep breath in. We're not done with those yet. We're just taking a little break. Sometimes you might get dizzy, so if you want to close your eyes, settle your weight down, put your hands on your thighs. That will help you find your body in this space, find that connection. All right, let's lean back down, grab those weights. We're gonna lock our shoulders in. So now when that body comes up, those arms are gonna pivot up with you and you bring them back down. Let's raise up for 10. 1, tuck those abs in. 3, nice and tight, everything's tucking in. 4, 5, pull that belly button back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and stay seated, but just go ahead and set those weights down. I'm going to scoot back so that the chair can carry me. I can lift my feet up if I wanted to. We're still going to work the core, but let's work the side of our bodies. I think we've talked about this most often when people fall because they're falling sideways. And so we want to make sure that we're building these muscles on the side of our body. So let's drop one weight down. Other weight's going to tuck up under your arm. We're going to rotate by switching sides. Let the other hand drop down. Let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring your body back upright. Good job. Okay, let's pass these weights to someone behind us. So again, I'm using my core. So I could use my hands and just pass them and not engage my core, but I want you to use your core. Visualize these muscles across your core, passing these weights back. And then as you bring them back, you have these muscles across the back that are going to pull your body back to that start position. So our goal is to build all these muscles around our core. So let's pass it behind us. We'll go to the right and to the left for a count of 10. 1, pass it to one side, back to the start. Other side. 2, 3, go your core. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and back. Nice. All right. So this is going to challenge the arms just a bit, but my goal is to work these side muscles. So let's bring these arms into goalposts. And let's try to find a place that they rest where you don't feel like the arms are working too much. I'm going to scoot up and I'm just going to twist from the right to the left. Now focus on your core, not your shoulders. Your abs are going to pull you from side to side here. We'll do one more in both directions, but keep your arms up in the goalposts. And now let's kind of tilt to one side and tilt to the other side. Feel those core muscles pulling you in and out. Let's do one more to the right and one more to the left. And nice. Go ahead and set one weight down. We'll keep one weight in our hand. All right, we're going to do our compressions here. Let's go ahead and compress that weight. Lift those elbows up. Visualize that you could squish this weight into nothing. So if it was a tin can and you were smashing it, feel your whole core engaged. I see Char's got her feet up off the ground. Visualize that everything is collapsing into the center of your body, lifting up your belly button, lifting up the pelvic floor, pulling in your sphincter. Is that appropriate to say? Pulling in your
Say anything
glutes.
you want.
I can say anything I want. Pull it all in so that you're getting nice and tight. Take those fingers, point them towards me, still pulling everything in, pulling it all to the center, keeping those muscles nice and tight and strong. Push those arms out towards me, push those feet out towards me, still pulling in, even though your arms and your legs are extended out. Pull it back in, fingers pointed up. We got one last move, push it up above your head. Please be careful not to drop this weight. You can keep those legs lifted if you want to. You can lift the knees. I feel it in my abs. Pull it back down and release, shake those wrists out. Good job. Nice work. All right, let's do it with our legs now. All right, so some of you can squish with just your knees. I like my hands to hold on to my weight. I'm gonna lift my legs up as I squish this weight, trying to compress it, and the inside of my thighs are engaged. All the way up to my abs. Lift those feet up, still squeezing that weight. Lower those feet back down, still squeezing. Can you lift your knees up just a bit? Yeah. And release, let those legs rest. Shake those arms out if you were using your arms, good job. All right, let's do one last stretch with this weight before we put it away. I've got my weight, one hand on each side. I'm gonna look underneath, let it drop behind me and back around. We were really using our upper body. Our shoulders might become tight, so this is a great way to loosen those shoulders up. The back of the neck. I don't know how many I've done. We'll do just one more, and then we're going to switch direction. And look under the other arm. And let's do one more. Nice. Go ahead and set this weight down. Okay. I'm going to come back to the edge of my chair. Let's get our knees moving. Lift those knees up. Check with your body. Sometimes we get tired, right? And we start to hunch. My back is round. My shoulders are round. Bring those shoulders up. Straighten up that spine. Shoulders should be straight above the hips. Lifting those knees as high as you can. If you want to, you can move those arms. You can move them as if you're marching or running. You can lift them up. That's going to get that cardio moving. Because we haven't been moving enough already. Okay, we've got 15 seconds more. Lift those knees up. Visualize that camera's on you. You're going across the finish line. 5 seconds more. And rest those legs. Woo, good job. Nice.
Wow. Did you win, Char?
All right, we're going to step over our dogs. So we're going to visualize we got this big dog over here. I'm going to step over that dog, tap the ground, bring my leg back. Let's go ahead and step over for 10 on one side, then we'll switch to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's hang on to our chairs. We're going to do our feet together. I like to hang on to my chair so that I can lift both feet up off the ground, have a tendency to want to hunch forward. And so this is going to keep my spine nice and straight. And I've got 2 dogs, one on each side. Let's step over those dogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pull those legs back together. All right, let's put our hands onto our shoulders. I'm going to take my right elbow to my left knee and back down, and then I'm going to switch into the other side. So I'm lifting up my legs. I've got these legs working, but I also have a little crunch going, right? So as your body crunches, pull that belly in. Really working on these core muscles. Let's do this for 10. 1, both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open those arms up. Let's go all the way to our toes. So alternating, tapping our toes. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
It's sad, I can't reach it.
6, 7,
Why is it getting heavier?
8.
Heavier?
9, 10.
This is-
Okay, deep breath in. You guys have got this. I know the heat wears us out, right? We're gonna blame it on the heat. So I'm gonna come back to the edge of my chair. We're gonna do our mountain climbers. And so from here, I'm gonna bring my arms back into goddess and open up one leg. And we're just gonna lift one leg up and tap that knee to the elbow. Don't let the elbow come down. This is actually a good workout. But right now, we're gonna bring that knee up. So let's do this side for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring that knee in. Elbows are staying up. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 10. 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Rest those arms. Whew. I have this little thing that I count in my head, and sometimes I'll wiggle my teeth. I don't know why it's weird that to get a count. So I know it's a weird thing. I'm always counting. So 1 and maybe because I was a drummer, 1 and 2. So I'm going 1 and I hear you tap 2. So I don't have to tap my teeth because you're tapping for me. More than you ever wanted to know about me, right?
You need a knife plate there.
All right, let's put those hands on your shoulders. So we kind of did this. We're gonna go down, tap that elbow to the knee, down, tap that elbow to the knee. So now we are using our abs. And so you can put your hands behind your head if you want to, or you can rest them on your shoulders, or just stick them out in goddess. But let's go down for 10. 1, other side. 2, 3. I can tell that we used our abs today. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other side. And bring those arms to a rest. Legs are still spread out. Whew, we're gonna do our cherry pickers. We haven't done them in a little bit. Huh?
Thank God.
I know.
Okay.
You know, when we first started doing cherry pickers, I would be sore on the back of my legs for days, but not anymore. So I know we've been working up. So arms lift up, up, up. Lift that rib cage up. Lift that belly up. Turn towards one leg. We're going to drop down over that leg. And let's walk our hands across. We're picking cherries all the way across to the other leg. Bring your bodies up. And let's do 5 on each side. This is 2. Walk those hands across. Arms up. 3. 4. Last one in this direction. 5. All the way across. You're going to bring your body all the way up. Reach up, 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 tall. Rib cage is lifted up. Belly is nice and long. Turn towards the opposite leg. Let's go down. 1. All the way across. 2, don't forget to lift up in the middle. Deep, deep down, picking up those cherries. 3. 4.
Sure, real cherries now.
I know, if you were at 5. I was at Sprouts and go all the way up and back down, and they had cherries right at the door, and they were like $5 or $6. I thought they were pretty cheap. It was a thin little layer. There had to be 10 cherries in there. I was so disappointed.
That's per pound, so if you pick up the whole.
I
bag,
know, I
yeah,
don't,
you
yeah.
Yeah.
Put your feet together. Let's go ahead and stretch our back out just a bit. So go ahead and lean your body over. Let those arms rest, let your head rest. You should feel your lower back opening up just a bit. When you're leaning forward, walk those legs out, just so you can get a little deeper. Still leaning forward, still dropping down the center, only now your belly can get past those legs. Let the head rest. And bring your body upright. Woo, nice, good job. Nice and slow so you don't get too dizzy. Let's go ahead and do one of our figure 4 stretches. Go ahead and rest that ankle onto your opposite knee. Lift that rib cage up and let's lean forward. My hips are nice and tight. I can feel how tight they are. Yeah. And bring your body upright. Go ahead and let that leg cross. We'll do a spinal twist from here. With our knees crossed, you can turn either way. Just kind of grab the back of your chair, look behind you. Get a nice little pop across the spine. And come back forward. Let's twist the other way. And come back. Go ahead and uncross the legs. Let's do the other side. Put that ankle on the opposite knee. Lift that rib cage up and lean forward. That carb is like flying
I know,
past.
I was just thinking that.
It's not a road. It's a path. There's dogs and horses and I know. Relax into this stretch so you feel that your hip opening up, but don't let the back round. Don't let the shoulders curl. Keep that back straight. You should feel the stretch in your hip, not in your back, not in your shoulders. And bring your body upright. Let that leg cross. Let's do our spinal twist with the legs crossed in this position. Look behind you. And come back forward. Let's look on the other way. And come back forward. Go ahead and uncross those legs. All right, we worked our arms hard today. Let's go ahead and stretch them out. Go ahead and cross that arm in front of you and a slight little tug just to stretch the top of the deltoids right there. Now look in the opposite direction. You might feel that stretch deepen just a bit. Relax that shoulder. Don't fight it. Don't try to provide tension against that arm. Relax into this stretch. And release. Let's do the other side. So I'm pulling it back, but I'm not trying to push against it. So I'm nice and relaxed here. Look in the opposite direction. And release. Nice. Let's do our neck just a bit. So I'm going to take my hand and rest it on my ear so I tilt my head down. But I'm not going to push. I'm just holding it here. And then I'm going to take my opposite arm and point it down. So then I feel that stretch all the way across my neck, across my shoulder. If you want to, you can look down. You can look forward. You can look up. Just kind of play around to see where it feels good. Stretching and loosening up that neck. And release. Let's do the other side. Tilt that ear towards your shoulder, hand rests on the other ear. Take that hand and point it down. Remember, this is also opening up the area where the vagus nerve runs, helping us move into parasympathetic, helping the body relax and heal. And bring your body upright. Let's just do one last stretch. Hands in front of you, interlace those fingers, push those palms towards me. Lift them up over your head, push up, lifting the rib cage up. Release those fingers, pull those elbows into goddess arms, try to touch the shoulders behind you, let the head look up. And drop those arms and bring your head back to neutral. Woo, good job.